Hi everyone, and welcome to your midweek pick a card tarot readings for the week of March 14th. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more tarot readings. I'll be doing 3 card open readings, and here are the decks that I have for you. We have the classic Rider-Waite-Smith with Lapis Lazuli, the borderless Rider-Waite-Smith with Rose Quartz, and the universal Rider-Waite-Smith with Clear Quartz. We also have 4 different oracle cards to choose from 4 different decks. So go ahead and pick which tarot deck and which oracle card resonate with you the most. Pick one of each, and feel free to pause this video if you need more time. As always with collective readings, take what resonates with you and leave aside what doesn't. If you want to jump straight to your reading, the timestamps are in the description below. Don't forget to check out your oracle card. And with that, let's go right to the readings. All right, group 1, let's see what the rest of the week has in store for you. Like that. And we have the Star reversed, the 9 of Wands reversed and the Page of Coins, and the 3 of Wands at the bottom of your deck. So let me just get this framing right here. Yeah, this should be good like that. So depending on which deck you chose in the weekly reading for this week, if you even watched it, I may have given you an opposite message. But this is the middle of the week. And what I'm getting from the Star reversed and the 9 of Wands reversed is that don't forget to take care of yourself. I feel like the Page of Coins and the 3 of Wands at the bottom of your deck are giving me the impression that you're very enthusiastic about a new opportunity or something that you see an opportunity to capitalize on. And I think that the impression that you have that this is a great opportunity is valid. However, you need to take care of yourself as well. I'm sensing from this an over fixation on whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, and this could also be in a relationship. But I'm sensing a sense of self-neglect, which is what I'm getting from the Star reversed and the 9 of Wands reversed. So for you, group 1, I would encourage you to not forget about yourself. I like using the term self-care. I think that I use it too much, which is why I was trying not to use it, but these are the words that are coming to mind. So I think that this is a case of taking your foot off the gas a little so that you can achieve what you want to achieve more quickly, even if it is in the context of a relationship. Because it's like, to get to this point, I say this often. There are 2 things that I say a lot with pages. I read pages and aces very similarly. And also, a difference between a page and an ace is that the page has gone from 1 to 10. So this ace has graduated. Why I'm going into this spiel is because it's like you've put in the effort and the action to reach this point. And I think that now that you are here, you can afford to take your foot off the gas a little. I'm hammering this a little because I feel like you're over fixated on what you are trying to achieve, and I think the best thing for you to close out this week, group 1, would be to just remember that you are a human being, and whatever sacrifices that you feel you are making, I think that I would encourage you to not forget yourself in whatever calculations that you're making to, make this week the week that you want it to be. Yeah, I don't have much more to add to that. Don't forget about yourself. I feel like um, even though it is possible that I gave you a contrary message on Saturday for this week, for now I would say that if you chose what I'm thinking of and you're choosing this, now is the time. Like you've earned the right to give yourself a break, is what I'm talking about. So, with that, I will invite you to use the timestamps provided in the description to jump to your Oracle card reading. And now we have group two. Let's see what we have for you. Like that. I have to cut these as a slant because it's so tight here. Anyway, we have the Ace of Cups. Okay, well, the good news right out of the gate is that there are no reverse cards in your deck, so things look like they're flowing quite smoothly for you, Group Two. Um, it's funny, like this new opportunity that the Ace of Cups is representing is difficult for me to mix with the Seven of Coins and the Knight of Swords here. Just give me a second, Group Two. All right, Group Two. The this might be like a dual reading depending on your situation because the Knight of Swords. I there are two main ways to interpret the Knight of Swords, okay? It's either a green light to go or a yellow light to indicate caution. So what gives this is the fact that, this is clearly a knight like charging into the fray, horse galloping at full speed. These trees are like blowing in the wind. However, the horse itself is looking back saying, hey, are you sure about this, buddy? Like, even the horse is looking back going, you might be being too aggressive here. So I just want to acknowledge both interpretations of the Knight of Swords because this is like the presence of the Knight of Swords. It's difficult for me based on everything else that I see here to see which interpretation applies most to you. So I'm sensing that there's a new opportunity that you're hesitant to capitalize on because you're afraid that that abandoning what you've done so far, basically you're it's a fear or a hesitancy based on, well, I've come this far with this thing, and if I go on this other thing, that might cost me this thing. And you might be right or you might not be. And unfortunately, it is difficult for me to tell you which one it is. I'm hesitating between relying on your oracle card or pulling a clarification card. So let me just flesh this out a little more. Hopefully it'll become clear to me. So what I would say with the Queen of Wands at the bottom of your deck is that the Queen of Wands is a very creative, compassionate, assertive energy, very bold. It's like this weird mix of absolute will and patience, and it's difficult for me. Like, I'm tempted to say follow your heart, and you know what is right for you, and I think that is true. However, I'm now leaning towards pulling a clarification card. So let me just move these over a little and see the Ten of Wands reversed. So, this didn't help me much because the Ten of Wands reversed is a card of I often, whenever I see this card, I am drawn to the interpretation of, freeing a burden, because if we apply gravity to this picture, the all these wands are falling away from him, and it's pretty clear given this picture that this is a heavy burden. So I would say that this might be a lens through which you can look at your situation and see what interpretation is best for you. So if this ace, this opportunity, is an opportunity for you to release this burden, it might be a good time to capitalize on it. And if whatever would be releasing your burden is to keep focusing on these 7 pentacles that you've grown so far this week, then I would invite you to listen to your horse and maybe proceed with caution. So yeah, I guess it did help me. As far as whether or not you should capitalize on this ace or not, I would look at it from the lens of what would be more burdensome for you, or a heavier load, and to do the opposite of that. So basically to free yourself, or to focus on just taking some weight off of your shoulders. And it might be to ignore this ace, to ignore this ace despite how tempting it is. And it might be to capitalize on this ace depending on how tempting what you've accomplished thus far this week is. So with that, I will send you to the timestamps in the description below, where you can conveniently jump to your oracle card reading. And now we have group C. Left a card on the table there. So let me cut your deck like that. Oh. And now, here. Okay. So, most of your cards are reversed. I don't... The phrase that's coming to me right now is "eye of the storm." What is making me jump to that phrase is the fact that the only upright card in your reading is the King of Swords. This is like, absolute mastery of a topic or field or communication. Swords are thoughts and words. I don't know how can I say this? You know what? Just give me a second, group 3. This is a tricky one. It's like a wake-up call that wasn't heeded that cost you a victory. And I like the main thing that is making me hesitant as to whether or not this is a good thing or not is the fact that this King of Swords is sitting on his throne in the middle of your reading, like completely calm and zen. And I don't know if this is for the best or not. That's what I'm trying to parse right now. Let me move these over and pull a clarification card. And the Ace of Cups. Sorry, Page of Cups reversed. I'm tempted to say that you're overthinking something, group 3. What's giving me this impression is that it's funny. It's almost as if this King of Swords should be reversed as well. So let me just finish my thought here. It's almost as if this card here. It's almost as if this card here is the Page of Cups is all about like childhood, that imagination of a child. He's looking at this little fish coming out of the cup, which may or may not be imaginary. And the fact that it's reversed is it's kind of like there's a block that is preventing you from seeing an opportunity. It's kind of like maybe this wake up call is coming out of left field is coming from so far out of left field that it's difficult for you to recognize it as the opportunity that it is. Yeah. I'd like to revise what I said earlier. It's not so much that you're overthinking. I think that you're the thing that's in your way right now is that you're stuck in rational mode. I think that your confidence in your ability to think your situation out is justified. I mean, this is a king after all, the King of Swords, the only upright card in this whole reading. So I think that it is justified, but I think that what is in your way right now is a lack of ability to see this from either an intuitive or an emotional or like less man. I'm tempted to say less rational, but that phrase feels icky. That's not what I'm trying to convey. Group 3, I would encourage you to let go of your desire to absolutely, make whatever your situation is fit into this like rational Cartesian matrix of possibilities and things like that, and to just trust your gut. Yeah, trust your gut, Group 3. That had I come up with that sentence earlier, this reading would have been a whole lot shorter. I think that sometimes sometimes the correct course of action doesn't make rational sense. However, if you spend too much focus on that, it might cost yourself the opportunity to score a win. Yeah, I would, and it's funny too. I feel strange saying this during a tarot reading. Like if it was if you were like hyper rational, you probably wouldn't even be watching this video, which is why I feel strange saying this. But I think that whatever this judgment card represents for you, whatever this wake up call is the thing that you're insisting on analyzing. And I would encourage you, Group 3, to let go, or at least loosen a little bit your desire to rationalize it and to try to look at it from the framework of the child using their imagination. That would be the best thing that I could tell you, Group 3. So that being said, please stay tuned for your Oracle card reading, which is coming up right now. Oh, I'm going to get rid of this. And now the Oracle card portion of this reading. Yeah, that'll do. Like that. And Group A, your Oracle card is the same one that I picked for the weekly reading. So work on what has been spoiled. I am a very thorough shuffler. So yeah, just know that. This is I Ching hexagram number 18. And the keywords are healing, correct past mistakes, make repairs, clean up corruption, restore balance, responsible action. So for you, Group A, I would focus on, focus on healing, focus on mending what needs mending. I think that as we how can I say this? As we stroll on into the weekend, I think that, and this is probably true for all three readings that I just gave, whatever goal that you have, don't let it distract you from fixing something that is that needs fixing. Like, you know, when you if you have a car and some light lights up on your dashboard, um, I wouldn't ignore it for too long. I have the feeling that for you, Group A, if you picked this card, there is something. There is something that has been trying to get your attention because it needs your attention, and I would encourage you to put your attention on that. I don't want to be too specific because what I just said applies to all three readings, and I think that given the reading that I gave you and your actual situation, it might be pretty clear what I'm talking about. So you know, don't ignore the little light that is lighting up on your dash, because I have a feeling that it has been lit for a little while, and please take care of it ASAP. And Group B, your card is Scorpio, Investigate. You know, I'm not that familiar with Scorpio. You know, people say a lot of bad things about Scorpio. It might get a bad rap, but one thing that is for sure is that Scorpio likes to get to the bottom of things. It is hyper determined, and with the word investigate, I would encourage you, Group B, to use these last few days to really get at the bottom of something. It could be to get to the bottom of your project and how to organize it. It could be to get to the bottom of something about a relationship with someone else. It could be to get to the bottom of your own motivations and where you're at mentally and spiritually. But to close out this week, Group B, you know, really focus on making sure that the things that need to be flowing in your life are flowing well, and if they're not, to investigate. All right, Group C, your card is Fear. Ooh, now this is an interesting card to pick. The litany against fear, which I cannot really recite by heart, is coming to mind. But if you pick this card, I would advise you to not let fear stop you from doing what you have to do. I gave an unrelated reading earlier this week where I said something like, sometimes the place of your greatest fear is indicating you that what is beyond it is your biggest opportunity. And I would remind you of that the fear might be a good thing. Don't let it stop you. And I will now try to recite the litany against fear from memory. I will not fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the tiny little death that brings total obliteration. I will confront my fear. I will allow it to pass over me and through me. And when it has gone past, I will turn my inner eye to look at its path. Where the fear has gone by, there will be nothing. Only I will remain. And on that note, let's move on to Group D. Your card is Independence, the Moon in Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius, and I like this card. Let me just take in here what this is. What this might be an invitation to get some me time to close out this week, or maybe over the weekend. Group D. The thing that I'm having difficulty with is I am familiar with the energy of Aquarius. I'm not that familiar with the energy of the moon, which is what is making me have difficulty in interpreting this card. But I will say that, and especially the images here, I will focus on the word okay, this is either an invitation to, put in some me time, maybe not neglect yourself too much, or it could be a reminder that you are more capable than you realize. Because something that I'm pretty sure I've heard about the moon is that the moon is like the lens that like helps focus energy into the material world. And this might be about you trying to get some kind of outside help for something. And if that is you, Group D, this is a reminder that you can do it even without this external thing. So yeah, the thing that is leaping out to me right now is that this Cleopatra looking woman is standing alone at the top of, let's call it a pyramid, and she's chill, you know? I think that what this image is talking to me about is one of abundance, and I would encourage you to tap into your self sufficiency, Group D. Thank you so much for watching. If your reading resonated with you, please let me know in the comments down below. And with that, take care, enjoy the rest of your week. I'll see you soon.